me, what is it that gives life meaning? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
Hey everybody, back with another installment of the Masonic Media Breakdown. Hold tight for the main story. We're going to segue into the main story of the Decode today via a notification last night. Again, not putting this person on blast, but damn! What in the world? So, big up to Lee Sherborne. Somebody that asked simply, you know, wouldn't it be nigh on impossible to orchestrate, you know, all these events, etc., etc.? Again, I've replied. You can find the comment under the Linford Christie uploads, or upload one of them. And, you know, they came back after I left my message and said, thanks for the reply. I haven't had time to go through content, etc. So obviously, I'll get back to you. Yeah? But obviously, you know, from what I've left in the message, they can already see, if they have logical thinking, to the layers and layers of all these situations in conjunction with understanding the code. Yeah? So again, whether the store was real, not real, or a mix of true lies, yeah? Again, whether it's contrived or not contrived, that's actually besides the point when you understand what you're looking at when it comes to the Gematria and the script, right? So, you can find this comment under the Noah Donahue upload. And, you know, I hope I said that correctly phonetically. I see I was getting called up about my spelling yesterday. I didn't write the news, man. You know. Obviously, in certain places, the news can misspell. But, you know, you can go and see the comment to this person saying, what the actual F, you know, vile, sick person you are, mate. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and they're even going to say a couple of times, no, they're even going to say one time, and you can go and find the comment, I'm not going to go through it. Again, it's not me putting them on blast, it's just showing the type of mind state factor that we're dealing with here. Yeah? Cognitive dissonance to the trolls, to the ones that, you know, like to be instrumental in, you know, the buffoonery, to the ones that like to be instrumental in the buffoonery and know what's going on. Yeah? So, they said, you know, you're speculating conspiracy theories. Again, with this story, situation type, I didn't call it a conspiracy. And what's not the only conspiracy part, if you want to call it that, yeah, which is happening in real time, again, is the system, the systematic system that's used to keep up the doom and gloom factor, yeah, and the despair and the anxiety, the racism, the terrorism, the wars, the war within your own mind, etc., etc. Yeah, hence why we over here understand the craft of what's been casted out, and we're breaking the spell. We're not the VAR ones, you know, using the captions pertaining to death, you know, and whatever the case may be for a specific situation, right? So we're going to go into a case in point to segue. Again, this is not me putting Please Think Lady X on blast, as I call her. So again, Please Think Lady. Yeah, I'm not the enemy. Neither is Zachary K. Hubbard or anybody else in this community. You know, Jacozy, Dr. Savage 84, you know, Kayla. We're not the enemy, man. What the fuck? You know? what was the other thing saying? She said something like, basically, or most of what I was clocking, saying that, you know, I'm here being vile about one person's death or so many people's death. And then think about all the thousands of needless wars that's gone on. Your 9/11s, how many people died in that? Like, we're the ones, we're the resistance to that. We're not the vile ones. Again, you've got, you know, BBC with all their madness that will even come on their broadcasts and talk about a building that hasn't even come down yet, 20 minutes before it comes down, and you can even see it in the background. Huh? Really? And we're the vile ones that are here trying to break the spell. But they're not the vile ones that are using the code and practice against you. You know what I mean? Through history, you know, in the news, media, movies, music, you know, all around you. But we're the vile ones. Crazy. Oh, wow. This is just incredible. This is why I have to document all of this. Again, I've still got the other video that I'm still going to put up. Yeah? Because remember, these type of individuals, maybe not this person, but when it comes to Tower Power One and myriads of them type of individuals, yeah, they like to kick up the tailwind of madness and gaslight and do a whole bag of madness, and they're going like they ain't done nothing. And as I say, I'm going to prove that with my video. Again, he's took down videos that he put up and took down, you know, he's took them down again, whatever. Again, this is not a hate campaign on these individuals or individual. Yeah, this is just highlighting what needs to be highlighted and what needs to be stamped out and eradicated. Do you know what I mean? Because it's pretty fucking weird, to be fair. Yeah. She can get a blight to a degree. You know, the numbers can go over your head, and you know what I mean. She's more, as I will point out many times, you know, you're more easy to understand and watch, you know, Harry Potter and all the occult shows on Netflix, but then you come across stuff like this, but then you don't want to understand the spelling behind the words and what's going on with the actual spells of what's being cast out. But, you know, you're happily go and watch your Netflix occult shows, Netflix and chill. You know what I mean? But then you've got no energy or time, hopefully this person has, but you know, you've got thousands of people that will come across this work over and over again, or the one time, and be like, oh, this person's an idiot. This person's a dumb flat earther. This person follows these stupid numbers. Again, can you objectively prove to me spinning 1,000 miles an hour, orbiting at 66.6 thousand miles an hour, corkscrewing following the sun on its gravitational pull on the arm of the Milky Way through the cosmos? Can you objectively prove that to me? Aside from all the other points, a long list where I can, you know, point out and wait for you to try and prove, which you can't prove. Or you're just going to be the gullible folk that believe everything that SpaceX give you, you know, who are these other guys? Astrophysicists like fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. So if you want to believe LISS and these lies and wires, you can call me stupid all you want. You know? But there's a science to what's being presented, yeah? It's scientifically proven, scientifically measured with what's being presented on this channel and in this community. Again, if you haven't downloaded the book, Letters and Numbers, or checked out Gematria Effect News, you know, and all these other channels, all different walks of life, colors and creeds, different ages. You know what I mean? Clearly, the joke on the mocking is on you. So you really need to grasp the concept of what the fuck is going on here. Yeah? Again, this is not a hate campaign against, you know, Pink Lady or Tower Power One. That's so earthly. I mean, you know, or how they want you to be. I might as well go out marching, talking about we shall overcome, and talking about George Floyd, but I've got no bullet points through history on the placards or anything that, you know, I'm carrying on the people around me to show what's been going on systematic through history over and over again. Huh? Unbelievable. So let's get started. Let's see who's vile, me or the news. So, 10 minutes in. So here we have the Sun. The Sun news today, of course. software propaganda application suite. Yeah. How do they churn out all these news stories with the perfect caption, the perfect timestamp, the perfect, duration length of the video? You know what I mean? All in conjunction, running parallel with everything else regarding a specific situation that gives you a specific set of numbers. This is why we can look at the numerology for the day or an incoming day in 2 months' time or next year, and we can say, in the news on that day, this will be in the news, that will be in the news, and that will be in the news. Hence why at the beginning of the year, I put out a video and said, yeah, one of the royals will be in the news more than likely on the 4th of June. Who was in the news on the 4th of June? Meghan Markle doing some big speech talking about racial issues and George Floyd. Go figure. Yeah? Unfucking believable. And a myriad of other things, yeah, in this community. And then you want to sit there, waste time, comments. And as I say, it's fine if you come to this situation or this information and you don't get it and it goes over your head. It's also fine if then you begin to get it and then you come back and say, okay, I get that, I don't understand that, but I don't like how you said that, or whatever the case may be, because you've got your perspective viewpoints and your angle of environmental conditioning where you've grown up from. But how the fuck can it be from, a week to a month to a years to many years now, yeah? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people that haven't put down their pride or ego and come back and left a comment and said, shit, I fucking get it now. Where are all these people? Again, the spell at large, right? The language barrier. Again, Hegelian dialect, the rhetoric that's going on. Dialect, Hegelian dialect, language, tetragrammaton, the word of God. All of this redundant stuff that we pointed out a myriad of times. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to God, go back through the playlist and affiliated channels and you'll soon pick it up over time. And then over that time, depending on how quick you are, you'll be able to assess and then conclude and understand the patterns, yeah, over a period of time that's being covered by us in the community, going through the years from, 9/11 back to 1968, going from racism, civil rights in 1964, stuff to do with Martin Luther King, Black Panthers, Colin Kaepernick, the fucking American footballer, and a whole myriad of things. Unless you've done that, pack it in, calm down, put your emotions just over there, don't discard them, yeah? But come back with logic to assess what the fuck is going on. Otherwise, you will never understand the spiritual warfare or the world around you. To, you know what I mean? To even be able to try and articulate and put words together. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Been here every day, 4 years, every day, understanding this code. These people come across it for 5 seconds and don't give it a chance. Because most have been conditioned that way. You come across this information, I don't get it, stupid numbers. Oh, you're a coincidence theorist. Really? I'm a coincidence theorist. How about understand realm dynamics, thought to manifestation, and other stuff before you start spewing and talking a whole, rigmarole of nonsense. Unfortunately, because of the way you've been programmed. That's all I'm saying. Understand and assess the mind schism of yourself and the monkey mind on all the shit that's put on the TV, in the frequency and what have you. The frequency, what's been set, which they love to thrive in, and the crazy cesspool of confusion. Hence why the government, which means governing your mental, yeah, does all it does, and all the campaigns throughout time in history to keep you away from understanding and knowing thyself. Making you think there's, a specific character that's going to come down and save you and all these type of stories. You are born of it. So wake up and, you know what I mean? Hold the reins of it. Somewhat, if you can. Again, I'm not running at, optimum 100%, but they haven't caught me 100 motherfucking %. You understand? I can only be a catalyst to aid you to wake up. I can't wake you up. That's on you. If you want the sleep gunk still in your eye and in your mind's eye spiritually, that is on you. Nothing I can do. Yeah? So please get that into your skulls and into your beings. There's nothing I can do. So let's make this quick. What do we see here? Race war. Again, if you're new here, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out the given realities to us every single day. Now watch this. Yeah? Imagine. Let me go back on the groove as well because... And before we even get started, you know who I have to call up, right? Yes, you know who I have to call. Yeah, wake your ass up. All right, guys, I hope you are now woken up, full spiritual equilibrium. Sleep gunk is out of your mind's eye, and you are fully rejuvenated. Yeah. So let's continue. Boom. We've got the Sun News. You got Donald Trump. You've got the race car NASCAR driver, the only black guy that race car does the NASCAR racing in America. Here they have the caption of race war. Yeah. Imagine when I saw it, I didn't even look at that. I only saw the picture and then I looked straight down to the fucking time, which is 33 minutes past, and you've got the update time of 27. Unbelievable. Racism 27, race war 33. Yo, the spell is serious. Note the 48 as well, but again, race war 33. Go figure. Yeah? Hoax. They said that the situation at hand that's been going on for the last few weeks with the guy, the race driver, talking about a noose, you know, like a noose to hang people. Apparently he found a noose in his garage for his car or something, right? Noose equals 48. Race war 48, 33. See how he's training along? Unfucking believable. But yeah, I'm the vile one. Am I the one behind the stories? Like, am I the one causing the spell? Throughout the ages and the generations and the campaign against you to hide you from you? Is it me? Wow. Get so much, the amount of hate and turbulence people like us get. Wow. And as I say, last night, I even realized that we are currently in the current Metro retrograde. Mercury, sorry, not Metro retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Unbelievable. If you don't know what that is, look it up. And look up the bit about communication. Even though, for people like me, even without the Mercury retrograde, we see it through the year, yeah, with situations. But when it comes to personal situations, I can literally, even without Mercury retrograde coming in or being around right now, I'm so used to the orbit, what's going on my life path now, I can know before the fact or the day, I can mark it on the calendar, set my watch, yeah, and know when these types of people, cognitive dissonance, the trolls, you know, weird vibe, etc., yeah, interactions will take place before the fact. Facts, because I've clocked the spikes on the orbit times and the patterns at specific times in the orbit on the yearly cycle. Do you understand? Yeah? Going back on looking at stuff on the hindsight. And lo and behold, last night I go and look, when is the Mercury retrograde? It started and it started June 18th and it finishes July 12th. When did Tower Power and the rest of these, you know what's come around? When did these last batch come around since yesterday? And the day before and whenever else? Come on. Unbelievable. You know, if I pull up other situations that hasn't been to do with, you know, Gematria work and stuff, you know, it will be around this same time. I was speaking to a friend about it yesterday. I said, look at this, James. Me and him had a heavy chuckle on the phone because we've been observating. And again, if you don't observate, yeah, or pay attention, it's going to cost you. You understand? We pay attention. You guys only pay attention to what the news gives you and fucking Netflix and chill. You understand? We pay attention. We're not saying we're the smartest or the most intelligent. No, that's not what we're saying here. We're saying, look at this shit. It's pretty fucking obvious what's going on. So false flag, 33, of course, full flag to do with hoax. They're saying that the story themselves is a hoax with the certain parties involved from Trump's side or whatever the case. I haven't fully looked into it, so I know somebody else in the community has. So if you find their work, I can't remember who's done the upload in the past week. But check it out. I'm sure it's there. But as I'm saying, I'm just putting in my 2 cents now because, as I say, this news has just come out yesterday on July 6th, yeah? With a new update incremental part on it. So, again, false flag 33 and 48. Race war 33 and 48 and 69. Go figure. Unbelievable. Now, note, the news or the update comes out on the 6th of July, right? Shit, I had the volume up a bit there. Sorry about that. I hope you can still hear me. But I am shouting slightly, not shouting, but a bit more tony because I've got the builders in the background. Big up to those in the backdrop. You want a godsend because I don't know what the housing has actually been doing. Again, this is all part of the dysfunctional communication and the compartmentalized thinking. You understand? This is why, if you know the situation I'm talking about, you have these type of fucking situations. You understand? Whether they realize what they're doing, working in tandem with all the fuckery or not. You understand? Unfucking believable. You know, how much receipts I can go into right now. You know? Wow. Unbelievable. So, yesterday with this story, 6th of July, right? 6th of July. Now, in the Bible, in Acts 7:6, it begins talking about, 400 years of slavery. Think about it. Slave equals 76. In Acts 7:6, in the fucking Bible, it begins with slavery. Just like I could say to you, in Genesis 4:6, it begins with a sacrifice. Knowing the numerical value behind sacrifice, it equals 46. Then if you go through how many stories through time and learn the code, you'll see the same fucking pattern pertaining to specific stories with a certain number. Go figure. Yeah? But yet, we're the nutcases over here. Man, as much as annoying it is, you are colorful. You help the world to be what it is along the spectrum of life. You know what I mean? You still got to send them love. It's annoying, but again, you've got your differentials. So again, Pink Lady, I hope you come around to what's been presented like, was it Lee Sharpton? Not Lee Sharpton, something like that. It was Lee S. It began with an S, excuse me, the person I was bigging up at the beginning of this. Now look at this, of the upload. Now look at this here now. Looky here now. Noose. They're talking about noose. Noose, when it comes to obviously hanging and fucking Ku Klux Klan and all this type of stuff, and obviously hanging people or committing suicide via a noose hanging. Noose equals 67. They give you an update of the news of this situation on 6th of July. Noose equals 6/7. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. 67. Unbelievable. Racism. Again, we've got a race driver. The update time 7:27. Racism 27. Race equals 27 itself. Here we have a race car driver that drives, the only black guy in NASCAR racing in America. He drives the number 43 car. Masonic equals 43. Killing equals 43. George Floyd equals 43. Hello? And if you're new here, racism equals 99. Do you know how many 99s I could go into right now? Unfucking believable. From event to event, George Floyd, you go back to, what's his name? Eric Garner, yeah? And other situations, you're gonna see the same racism numbers, 63, 45, 99, 27. If I go back to 1992, when you had the LA riots for Rodney King, from the police beating of Rodney King, again, rioting equals 92. It happened in 1992, yeah? I'm gonna see the same hallmarks over and over and over again. This is how they keep you in Groundhog Day, not knowing what the fuck's going on. But you're ready to, give away all your rights and follow suit. Oh, coronavirus, get in line, 2 meters apart, start screaming and shouting for that person because they ain't got a face mask on. But I don't see you screaming and shouting at fucking Boris Johnson, who pretended to go and, he came out on Resurrection Easter Sunday from the hospital, like he even had coronavirus. You've never seen him remotely cough, even look red and flustered or anything. You know what I mean? As I always say, you haven't even seen him, even though it's not a symptom, what I'm about to say, you haven't even seen him about to fucking sneeze or not sneeze. You know when you're about to sneeze and you make that face? You know what I mean? You haven't seen him with a face mask on, but yet he comes out of hospital and he's with his newborn baby straight a fucking way. Are you having a fucking bubble? Oh yeah, 2 meters apart. Ow, I'll get over there. Ow, ow, I'll get your mask on. Ow, ow, ow. Like, what are you doing? Again, the monkey see, monkey do effect, right? You know what I mean? Get in line. Obey the fucking government that governs your mental. That's what government means. Fucking hell, you know? But again, we're the crazy ones over here because, you know, we're looking at what words mean and origin of stuff and realm dynamics of the universe and shit. You know what I mean? But we're the crazy ones, you know? But as I say, feel free. Netflix and chill. There's, you know, much occult stuff there. You'll take it in. Not understand the undertones, the themes and tropes that are going to bear relevance to your life and other stuff and news events that are going on. You know what I mean? That we over here decode. But of course, we're so vile. You know, we're vile. We're the vile ones, you know. Again, check out the upload for Noah Donahue. Again, this is not, and look at Althea Bernstein. That was another one the other day. I had a hate campaign for that, but I haven't had nobody coming back to say, oh shit, actually, with the video that I put out to counter that video, showing something that I put out with Shimlim, the magic guy, who was on the Ellen show, that done something for Black History Month. Remember, Black History Month 213, Deaf Nigger, Black Panther, all these things equal 213 for Black History Month and more, yeah? And then he done the card trick with the 213. So I done the decode. If you see how much hate campaign that I had for that video last year, but yet I can show the video this year and show how much weight and relevance and validity the same fucking video still has with all the other situations that have the same fucking coding with the situation bearing relevance to, you know, racism or whatever the case may be. You understand? Where are these people to come back and say, oh shit, actually I get it now. Took me a few weeks or a few days or a few months, but I get it now. Where are these people? They are heavily duty under the spell and they'll never know what life's about. So as I keep saying, don't expect everybody or too many people to change. If you think that, you are less than a neophyte in this knowledge. I'm not saying I'm adept, but you know, you are less than neophyte. You're not even in kindergarten, elementary to even begin to understand, yeah? Simple stuff that I keep fucking saying without even going fully intricate. You went to elementary school. They didn't teach you about the fucking elements or the alchemic nature of where you are or your causality effect on it. Law of attraction, thought to manifestation, on all these type of stuffs. Get it? If you don't, hurry up. If you don't, you're never gonna get it. So don't worry about it. You're just a part of the, you know, colorful spectrum of life. Annoying as it is, but I can have a laugh at the same time. And wish you well. I wish nobody no harm. And again, I'm nobody over here being vile. Neither is Gematria Effect News, is Jacosi Truth, or anybody else in this community. Or anybody else that I'm subscribed to that doesn't put out the number system. You understand? Nobody is vile. The only vile, unfortunately, is your thinking that you don't understand where the vileness and the root condition of the cause and effect is actually coming from. Hello? Again, the movie The Matrix, they're making a number 4. The movie The Matrix, nearly 20 years later. If you don't understand why they're watching the screen with the screen code, you haven't watched enough of these videos or understood the concept of what's being presented here or the concept of the movie itself. So, again, NASCAR driver 69, race war 69. Are you seeing this together? I mean, that should be pretty self-explanatory, right? Obviously not. America itself is racist. I'm on about the frequency of what's been presented to us to make it be or seem that way and then cause the inciting and people's emotions to be a specific way. You understand what I'm trying to get at? So this is not me saying, you know, labeling or every police officer is horrible or something like that. I've had police officers shake my hand a couple of years ago when I'm talking to the police officer, not even as good as I am right now, obviously, with the craft and the knowledge of what I'm presenting, and the police officer shook my fucking hand. Do you understand? Yeah? fucking tell me about I'm fucking Val. I've got police officers shaking my hand. And I'm more savvy with what I'm presenting now in present day than obviously 2 years ago or 4 years ago when I first found this fucking stuff. And I'm not new to even being slightly even remotely woken up either. Yeah? All you lot think I'm from fucking newbie with certain stuff. Being there way before a whole heap of you. Don't get it twisted. Yeah? Long time on this. Go figure. Anyway, numerology of 33. Oh man. To remember the car 43. Oh look, it's on the 178th day. George Floyd equals 178. Remember Black Lives Matter 65. George Floyd 65. Remember we're in the, it happens in the Gemini month of twins and all that stuff. And I didn't even finish off saying, I am a Gemini. So obviously Mercury rules Gemini. So imagine the torment, what it's like for me understanding all of this. Somebody that deals with fucking communication. So obviously I can see the cosmic comedy, but just understand how annoying it is for me at the same time. Yeah. Wow. And then how much it dawns on me, timing I'm born, who I am, and how the way that I'm polarized to being the messenger and communicator that I fucking am. Go fucking figure. Again, understand who you are and take the reins of, grab the reins of who you are. You understand? And ride out and enjoy this motherfucker. Yeah? Know that. People don't want to understand the potentiality of their being. Unbelievable. Unfortunately. And then it's just fucking, wasted away. Straight back siphoned off to the Matrix, boy. Or the sub-matrix that lives next to the organic, universal fucking matrix. The law and order of the cosmos. These motherfuckers, again, if you reverse back engineer their stuff like, flat earth and round earth and then look up a lot of the symbology and what they're up to, they love to be backwards and they're posing, right? So it's not hard when you come across, flat earth and all this type of stuff and understanding the hyperboloid Taurus field and Saturn and 93 million miles away from the sun and Saturn worship and Saturn's the only finger mantra that equals to 93, you see? And all this type of stuff, yeah? It's not hard to fucking understand what the fuck is going on. So again, it's on you. There's nothing I can do, say or show, yeah? Or I can only be a catalyst for you to, Or, for you to change or understand, etc., etc. That is it. The rest of it is on you. So, the 77th triangular number, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 up to 3003 is 3003. Drop the zeros like 33. I mean, Bubba Wallace, the race car driver, equals 77. Go figure. A couple more things in there, but I'm not going to go into right now. Bubba equals 107. Yesterday's got a life lesson of 17. Of course, masonry, 17. And there's something else should be coming up as well. So again, all these people, Trump, all these people, they're all fucking puppets. If you haven't worked that out yet, fucking hell. I mean, in 2020, if you haven't got any 2020 vision, by the end of 2020, yeah, that tells me everything. I mean, I already know it anyway. I mean, it's just going to be the obviousness, right? Fuck it hell. Nothing ain't going to change on the mass scale or how it needs to be changed. But again, we're in 2020 now. You're telling me there's still no 2020 vision? Unbelievable. Slave again, 76. We spoke about that, but I want to get to something here. Confederate flag, yeah? This is all, to do with the Confederate flag. Check out the upload. I put it in a playlist via Brother Sanchez TV. Good breakdown with the Confederate flag and some stuff with tribal history and the Nagini and the Nagas. And obviously that's where, well, not obviously, but realize, for those that didn't realize the obviousness, once you realize the obviousness by knowing it, nigger and naga, the way that all goes together. And when you understand the Confederate flag, again, check that out. A lot of information, and not just in that video. Check out all of his videos or the majority of his playlists to understand what's being presented. Yeah? And, the symbolisms from your own stuff that gets flipped on you and reversed on you, and you don't realize it. You understand? So big up to all my Naginis, all my Nagas. You understand? Man, we derived from the fucking serpent people. Hey, you've even got a fucking girl, Nagini, in the film Harry Potter. What is she? She wears black. Yeah, it's a white actress. She wears black and she transforms into a snake. She transforms into a fucking snake. I mean, they're telling you all the time, man. They're telling you all the time, folks. So anyway, Donald J. Trump, 68, and Donald John Trump, 68. Donald John Trump is his author name. Again, at the beginning of the year, we broke down and decoded the Iran flight with 176 people that died. Remember, black boxes. They didn't want to look up the black boxes. Black boxes, 176. Black box, 614. Donald Trump's born June 14. You understand? Again, 176. Black boxes, 176. Not to mention the rest of the 176s, you know, go back 6 months ago. The uploads are there on this channel, among other channels. Gematria Fake News. Go figure. So, Confederate flag, 76. If you haven't been following along, when did the article begin? Exactly. Slave equals what again? Yeah. Oh, I just spoke about 176, of course. You see that on the end there? So, and you spoke about that. Right, I need to wrap this video up now. There was a 31 somewhere. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Bubba was 31. So we've got 3 weeks, 1 day from Donald Trump's birthday to this article. Again, I do know this news or this story has been going on a little while now. About a week. And again, this is the incremental update from the you-know-whos and the powers that shouldn't be. The you-know-whos, of course, are the ones that you don't see, yeah? So, you know, this is from the BBC, blah, 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 blah. You can see the date on the 6th, blah, 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 blah. Wop, 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 wop. So anyway, again, Black Lives Matter 65. We spoke about that already and how it's relevant, there's so much relevance. But anyway, look, this guy's born 8th of October in 1983. Riot equals 26. Look, he drives again, the number 43 Chevrolet Camaro, yeah? In a Nascar. But look at this, he's born 8th of October, the race car driver, yeah? Bubba Wallace, yeah? His name is Garner Wallace. Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR driver. Now look at this. First up, only black driver, as they're pointing out, equals 171. Remember, George Floyd 119, mental health 119. And if you don't know, check out how the riddle in conjunct with the month of Gemini. Twins, yeah, Gemini twins, and then the Twin Towers, 9/11. So again, George Floyd equals 119. You had them marching the other day in the UK, going to the US Embassy. US Embassy equals 119. Mental health equals 119. You see, and much more. But my point is, state of mind equals 171. The 171st prime is 1019. Drop the 0. So think about it, state of mind, mind state, things like suicide. Suicide equals 119 and 47. Mental health equals 47. And the rest that goes with that. Again, check out the uploads pertaining to, and you'll find them. Carolyn Flack, the Love Island host, and how many other uploads to do with suicide, be it a celebrity death or not a celebrity death. You understand? You could be, you know, somebody at their uni stuff, as I always say, uni complex, working, you know, a student, and they've got too much of a heavy overload and they commit suicide, whatever the case. And then you'll see the mockery and the vileness from the outlet media, how they will write up the fucking story. You understand? To continue the spell of doom and gloom and fucking suicide and mental health conditions that the people don't even understand they're being subjected to and inflicted with. You understand? Again, the inception of the mind. Unbelievable. So again, only black driver. 171. Pretty fitting, right? And all the 33s, if you write out 33, it equals 141. And 156, 156 prime, 911, go figure. But anyway, understand the riddles. You have to look at all the patterns. Don't come across one video and be like, oh, you're an idiot. You're vile. You understand? It's fine. I understand if you know, it can go over your head. But it would be nice to get comments that come back and say, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Excuse me. So, Darnell Bubba Wallace Jr., 141. Let me change this groove in the background. No, you know what? It's cool. It's not that loud. We are still... Oh, yeah, we are rolling. So I'm coming to a close now. So 141. If you write out 33 equals 141, right? Darnell Bubba Wallace Jr. 141. Unbelievable. Why is that so unbelievable? Give me 1 sec. Black driver 75. Only Darnell Bubba Wallace Jr. 75. Interestingly, Darnell Wallace Jr. 106. Black Lives Matter 106. Black Lives Matter 65. George Floyd 65. You see? Not to mention the 277 and the 59 in conjunction with. Unbelievable. Even the 155. The day that they said George Floyd apparently had coronavirus. That was on, what was that day? June 4th or June 3rd, the 155th day of the year, or leaving 155 days of the year. Coronavirus equals 65 and 155. Unbelievable. You see? There it is right there. Boom. Black Lives Matter. Boom. You see? Now, all the 33s that we've had. Race 27, look, he's born. Remember the time, race 27 and all that stuff. Racism 27. But anyway, look. Race equals 18. When he's born? When is he born? October 8th. Drop the 0. 1-8. Race. He's a racer driver. Yeah? Unbelievable. Negro, nigger 22. Of course, murder, death, kill, cancel, destroy, found dead, collapsed, etc. 38. Of course, the song by the Police, Murder by Numbers. That came out in 1983. Look, and also look, Freemasonry 58. There's a bit more there, but I want to hurry up because I don't want to lose this video. Now look at the date of this. From the article to the racer driver's birthday, 3 months and 3 days. Now again, where did we start today's situation and decode? Exactly, go figure. Wholeness, flat, mother, love, and power, spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer. And of course, give gracious gratitude, but take no shit.